Welcome to the October 2021 Assembly, presented to you by the amazing ACG Assembly team.
This assembly features some very exciting announcements regarding TOK, sports, music, and student council. There will as well be a video on National Batik Day as well as our new comedy segment.
Sit back and enjoy the assembly.
Good afternoon, parents, students, faculty. Welcome back to Term 2 of our 2021-22 academic year. It's been a really busy week this week, but a nice warm welcome to our returning families and also to our new families and students who joined us for the beginning of this term. We really look forward to a short but busy term ahead. It was great to have the staff and faculty on Monday focus on a range of things, including a focus on our learning environments, our CIS preparatory evaluation work that we continue to do, as well as our articulation work which we're continuing to work on. So a busy start to the week, and of course it's been great to see our students on campus on Wednesday and again today. So we're really looking forward to a positive term ahead. I would really like to thank our student leaders who have done an amazing job putting together Halloweek, a week-long range of events and activities, certainly with that Halloween theme, but a great opportunity for all of our students to connect with virtual games and dress-ups, and I know the faculty have been involved and joined in with lots of fun. So thank you very much to our head boy, head girls, our prefects, and our student leaders across the school who have done a great job to promote the event and provide opportunities for the wider student population. So thank you very much for that. We do have a busy term ahead. I remind our parents and our students to continue to check the communication platforms that we use to send out information, so direct emails, messages through Seesaw, manage back. Really important that you keep up to date with everything that's going on, and we really encourage our parents to sustain a level of engagement in their son or daughter's education throughout the term, and I'm sure that if you need support, there'll be support here for you, so please reach out to us, but keep in touch, stay connected throughout the term. Really looking forward to a positive term ahead. Thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Friday afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. October saw the whole school engage in parent-student-teacher conferences, and I'm confident that we're making progress year on year with regard to sharing information for the benefit of improved learning and teaching. These occasions are always great opportunities to ask questions directly of the people with the information. And in these days of super high-speed communication through a huge number of platforms, rest assured that if you go to the source, you will get the best, most reliable version of events. This is especially true in the school environment, so I encourage you to all use the established channels of communication to keep informed. We also saw Year 13s present their Theory of Knowledge exhibitions in October, and we heard some fantastic presentations exploring how we know what we know. So congratulations to all in Year 13, a fantastic job, very well done. Obviously, we've all just had a lovely week-long break, and hopefully you had some rest and enjoyed a spectacularly spooky week of activities on our return to school. But now our attentions must turn to the important events in November. So in secondary school, those are the extended essay submission for Year 13s and the mid-year exams. November 6th is the date when Year 13 students are due to hand in their draft extended essay. So then their supervisor can consider them and give them some written feedback with which the students can improve their final copy, which is due in January. So please wish them all the very best with that. Mid-year exams will take place on November 22nd to 26th and will be completely online in order to establish the most level playing field in the circumstances. Hopefully, we might be able to move towards sitting mock exams in March in school But obviously there are so many unknown factors that will affect the situation. We can't make that decision right now. We will update you as soon as we get closer to knowing what's happening. In school this week, the secondary faculty have been focused on academic honesty. In the next few weeks, students will be reminded about our policy, which is in the Parent-Student Handbook, because at ACG School Jakarta, we do like to focus on prevention rather than cure. So please take the time at home to review the policy on pages 66-71. And remember that we always need to be transparent when sharing our work processes, the sources, ideas and methods. So best of luck for the rest of October and in November, especially for those exams, and enjoy the weekend. Bye.
Thank you. I really enjoyed personally to prepare and present my TOK exhibition. I learned a lot from this process, and that's why I would like to welcome Akash and Anne to talk about their chosen objects.
For my TOK exhibition, I chose the prompt, "What constraints are there on the pursuit of knowledge?" The 3 objects I chose were a celebrity news article, the Library of Alexandria, and a letter from the infamous Black Dahlia case. The constraint shown in the celebrity news article was bias and the manipulation of information through media filters. The constraint shown in the Library of Alexandria was the destruction and fragility of preserving knowledge after its contents were burned down. Lastly, the constraint shown in the letter from the Black Dahlia case was the absence of information as a result of insufficient evidence. I took a great interest in these objects as I have learned about them prior to planning for my exhibition. They all demonstrate how constraints on the pursuit of knowledge can lead to unfavorable outcomes, such as tainted reputations, lack of historical knowledge, and unsolved cases.
Hello, welcome to my TOK exhibition. The TOK prompt that I chose was, how can we know that current knowledge is an improvement upon past knowledge? The first object I chose is the cell membrane model, and the first cell membrane model was proposed by Dabson and Danieli in 1935, and it had a few problems, but it was proven partially wrong, and a new model, the fluid mosaic model, was proposed in 1972 and replaced the Dabson-Danieli model. It's now the model that we use. So we can know that current knowledge, this new model, is an improvement upon the past knowledge because the new model used new discoveries made about membrane proteins to falsify the previous model. The second object I chose is DNA evidence used to identify criminals. So I came across this model when I heard of the catching of the serial killer Joseph James DeAngelo, as it was the first case solved using DNA evidence. Here we can know that the new knowledge of the DNA breakthrough is an improvement upon traditional techniques such as fingerprints and objects being left behind by the criminal, because countless investigators worked on this case for 44 years, but in 4.5 months, a team of only 6 people were able to figure out who the Golden State Killer was using this new technique. My last object for this TOK exhibition is F1 engine technology over time and its relevance to real-world use cases. Formula 1 engines are incredibly complex, and a lot of time and money is spent on development for these engines to make efficient and fast racing. The hybrid engines that have been in use from 2014 to date are very efficient. They are 35% more efficient than the older engines while producing more power. However, this technology is completely irrelevant to road cars because the technology is far too complex and very expensive. In this case, it's debatable whether the new knowledge of the new engine technology is an improvement upon the past knowledge because the knowledge wasn't applied properly. Imagine if every single road car was 35% more fuel efficient today. Then we can say that the knowledge is well used and therefore an improvement upon the past knowledge. Thank you for watching my TOK exhibition and have a great day.
Thank you, students, for sharing with us your wonderful exhibitions. Now please welcome Mrs. Ellison and Mr. Todd for insight on a week at ACG School Jakarta.
Welcome back, ACG families. I hope you had a wonderful October break and managed to rest, relax and do some of the things that you really enjoy. Thank you so much for your attendance during our Semester 1 Parent-Student Teacher Conferences. I hope you enjoyed these meetings and you were able to gain some valuable information about your child's academic, social and emotional progress and overall engagement in school thus far. I'm so proud of the students' achievements in Term 1, and you only have to view their seasonal journals, their class blogs, their class newsletters to see the quality of their work. Don't forget, our October monthly newsletter is out this week, so I hope you can find some time to read and enjoy it. It's been a fantastic week of Halloween-themed events, and as always, a massive thank you to our talented and dedicated student leaders for all of their creativity, organisation and planning to make this event such a huge success. From spooky stories, online games and staff and student dress-ups, it certainly has been a great way to kick off Term 2. I know that our student leaders have many more fun events planned for Semester 1 and beyond, so watch this space. We have a busy Term 2 ahead, and I'm thrilled that our students are able to come back to school for their face-to-face sessions. In primary, we have started our new units of inquiry this week, and parents will receive their unit information newsletters from their child's homeroom teacher soon. Looking ahead, I will be leading some parent workshops this month, starting with a kindergarten and year 1 early years PYP information session. That's next Friday, the 5th of November, followed by a general PYP information session on the 26th of November. More details coming soon. I will finish by saying, as always, thank you for all of your support and have a fantastic weekend.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you like my new look. Took me a long time. It's been a great week of horribly hair-raising Halloween happenings, hasn't it? The virtual Halloweek showcased virtual costume competition, a virtual scary story read aloud competition, and a virtual movie night. Students wore their Halloween costumes while attending online classes for the entire day for the competition. I'm looking forward to seeing those pictures as well as to find out the eventual winners. I'm sure we'll have lots of photos and videos for the November assembly. The scary story competition had students writing stories of their own which were judged by the prefects, and I'm sure we'll be seeing many of those transferred into video for Literacy Week. Lastly, I am putrefyingly, perilously positive that movie night sent a few shudders down some spines. I personally did like scary movies when I was younger, but now I think they're a bit of a joke, really. Now then, jokes. Speaking of jokes, here are my favourite, totally rubbish Halloween jokes. Get ready, they are frighteningly bad. Where do ghosts go on vacation? Malibu. Oh, that really was awful, actually. How do vampires get around on Halloween? Blood vessels. Now, actually, that's a pretty good joke, I have to say. What's a ghost's favourite dessert? Ice cream. And why do skeletons have low self-esteem? Because they have no body to love. I thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ellison and Mr. Todd, for the updates on this week at ACG Primary and Secondary. We're so proud of how the primary and secondary student councils have worked together to bring such an exciting start to Term 2 with the Halloweek. For our next segment of the assembly, Rashi and Ahana will present to you the hysterical jokes of the month.
Hello everyone, I'm Rashi from Year 8. This month's joke is, what do you call a train carrying bubblegum? And the answer is, a choo-choo train. Did you get it? The next joke is, what did the shark say when he ate the clownfish? He said, this tastes a little funny.
What's the Russian cow called? A Moscow, of course. Who's the emperor of all mice? It's Julius Caesar.
Thank you, Ahana and Rashi, for those hilarious jokes to start off the term. Next, please enjoy a video made by Year 2 to celebrate National Batik Day.
juga suwange tinggal enter membuka tondong kudel tak empong lerak lere sopong guyung dele ake sir pong dele kopong sir pong dele kopong ampar pisangku belum masak sabigi diurung bari mangga lepok patah kayu bengkok dimakan api apinya cangcurupan rasa sayangi lihat dari jauh rasa sayangi lihat dari jauh rasa sayangi.
Thank you, Year 2. I absolutely love seeing all those unique batiks. Now, I am very delighted to welcome the prefects for their monthly updates on what's happening in the Student Council.
Hello everyone. The Student Council has had a great start this academic year. We are grateful to have a wonderful team of new student leaders from ACG Primary and Secondary this year. In Term 1, we got to work on the first event of the school year, namely Halloweek. This first event of the Student Council encourages all students to join together and celebrate Halloween, including both primary and secondary activities. To make this happen, we the prefects have reached out to the Primary Student Council leaders and are working closely with them to make this event worthwhile for the whole school.
While the student councils from the previous years held Spirit Week for their first event, we thought about starting the school year with a more unique and festive event. This event is fully virtual, encouraging student safety, and the students will be able to participate in the activities all week in the comfort of their home.
The event includes 3 different fun and exciting events for all students to enjoy. Halloween games, hosting a number of games such as Kahoot and Among Us on the Halloween theme. Scary story competition, in which all students are able to submit their scariest stories. And lastly, the virtual movie night. Primary students, please join us at 4 p.m. today, and secondary students join in this evening at 6 p.m. on Hyper-B, where all students will come together to watch different horror/Halloween movies in the comfort of their homes.
We would like to thank everyone for supporting the Student Council this academic year, so please look forward to future events. By the way, follow ACG Stuco on Instagram. Bye!
Thank you all. Working with the prefects has been an incredible experience from which I learned a lot from. So I would like to congratulate all of you for your contributions to the Halloweek event. On the second day of Halloweek, students had the opportunity to participate in a creative scary story competition. Here are some examples.
This is a true story. One night, the girl went to the bed, and then suddenly something is moving. What's that? I'm scared. The
The monster is getting bigger and bigger. The giant monster is shaking his big mouth and long fingers. I'm eaten by the monster. Help! Help me! Mommy! Then the light turn on. What's happened? What's happened? Mom said, Mommy, there was a monster. Ha 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 ha, said Mom's shadow. Mom's hand's shadow was reflected on the curtain. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Marcin Widodo from Year 5 Acg School of Jakarta. For this year's Halloween week, I'll be showing my story that I made. My Halloween scary story. The title is The Mirror. In the small, believed to be haunted town of Shadowville, there was once a boy who lived with only his mother. No one knows what happened with his father. This is a story of the father's death. One night, when the father was coming back from his ghost hunting, paranormal, creepy, and eerie job, he felt a cold breeze up his shoulders. He thought he heard a whoosh, but when he turned around, he saw a white figure with long black hair looking down, but he could see a small smile with blood.
Wow, these stories sure are spooking me out right now. Enough spookiness. Let's hear from Mr. McPhee and what he has to say about sports and clubs at ACG School Jakarta this term.
Good afternoon, ACG students, staff, and parents. At this time, I'd like to give you just a quick update on our ACG athletics program, our sports teams, and our house competition system. So first of all, a big thank you to all the students that filled out the ACG Wolves and Orcas sports survey. We got a great deal of responses and a lot of interest from all of our students in our sports teams. With this information, we can begin to start planning for a return to sports training and planning on which days we will have which teams practicing and when. Now, we haven't yet received approval from the local government authorities to start training, but with the information we got from the survey, what we can do now is start the registration process. So you will be getting a registration form sent home through to families very, very soon, where you can start to sign up for the teams that you're interested in, and that way you can be prepared for when they start, and we at school and the coaches can be prepared as soon as we get approval from the government. We'll be able to begin our training right away. Now, with all of the interest that we had, and because we haven't had sports in so long, what we wanted to do is come back with all of our sports at one time. So that way, no matter what sport you're interested in, whether it's junior basketball or senior soccer or volleyball or swim at any level, you'll be able to sign up and participate on those teams. We'll have all of them on offer at the same time. This means that we may not have as many practice days, but we're going to have the opportunity for you to participate in the sports, to play in the sports, to train in the sports that you're most interested in. And hopefully it's many of those sports. And I really, really look forward to getting organized and then, of course, getting back to sport training and getting back to our athletics program as soon as we can. And hopefully it will be in the very, very near future. Another big announcement is our very first ACG House Competition of this school year. So the House Committee, the House Captains, and a CAS project team have been working very hard to get organized with the house system and put together the very, very first house competition of the year, and it will be a chess competition. So you will have the opportunity to represent your house and participate in a house competition, a chess tournament. I know that it will be available for students in years 7 to 13. The format will be a single elimination tournament and will take place on the platform chess.com, and it will take place obviously online after school. So really looking forward to that. I believe that there will be more information sent out through to advisors by the House Committee about how to register and how you can take part and represent your house, whether it's Komodos, BOX, Chichaks, or Geckos in this very first house competition. So looking forward to that. If you do have questions, you can of course always send me a message on Teams or email, or contact the House Committee. They are 4 year 13 students. That's Kai, Williams, Satria, and Sangun in year 13, and they'll be able to answer any questions you might have. That's it for me in terms of announcements. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, a great weekend. Go Wolves, go Orcas, and talk to you soon.
Thank you for all the sports announcements. As you can see, ACG offers so many opportunities for all students, so please join if you're interested. Now I'd like to present to you the ASAC Musical Festival.
Good morning, dear students. My name is Sinta Valentine and I am the new music teacher at Acg School, Jakarta. I would like to introduce you to a new event this year, that is Virtual Music Festival held by ASAC, or ASEAN Sports and Activities Conference, and this event will be hosted by the Australian International School, Vietnam. The event consists of virtual choir and instrumental music performance, which will be performed by students from Acg School Jakarta, Australian International School Vietnam, Concordia International School Hanoi, Logos International School, and Wells School Bangkok. We can watch the virtual music festival by online on Wednesday, December 1st, 2021, and the link will be shared on the next announcement. That's all from me. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you for watching our assembly.
We wish you all a happy start to term 2 and a wonderful Halloween.
See you all next time.